Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Ali LaForce on the sideline. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Luka Doncic.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Duncan Robinson out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5. And for the Lakers, Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Duren the pass to Cunningham. In the corner, it's Robinson. 5 on the clock. Harris against Hachimura. And the 3 off target. Pass to Reeves. Cunningham against Doncic. From outside the arc, Duren pulls it in. First quarter just over a minute played. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Ali LaForce.
Well, J.J. Redick had a few moments to share with me. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
And as always, Ali, great job. Thank you. And here is Los Angeles now after the basket by Detroit. And that one's good, Ayton.
Through the defender, Ayton, he's going to get his.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. And Duren slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And for 2 seasons running, Richard, the Lakers have bowed out in the first round. How do they change that and go further?
Well, now they've been able to balance this roster a little better, adding some size up front. That was something that really hurt them last year against the Wolves.
Now Cunningham, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. And the rejection by Ayton.
Lockdown rim protection from Ayton, rising at the exact right moment to deny that basket.
They get the rebound. Can't connect from short range.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Cunningham. They're in high post. Now Harris. Cunningham outside, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Lakers have gone 2 of 6 in the field. And no good, trying to use the glass.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Robinson on the wing. He's defended by Reed. Detroit, no good that time either. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. Pass to Lebron. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. Three-pointer, and it's LeBron James with the three.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Duran with the screen on Hachimura. And here's Harris from the arc. And the three ball is good. Harris has got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's LeBron. His last outing, he had 24 points. Thompson with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Harris. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Substitution here for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Maxi Kleber comes in for Hachimura. Jake LaRavia is checked in for LeBron. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Karis LeVert's checked in for Detroit. Jaden Ivey comes in for Robinson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
On the way, Harris. Duran sets the screen for Harris. There's the lob to Duran. Taken away by Hayes. Doncic passes to Hayes. Rebound by the Pistons.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now, here's Ivey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Duran finds Cunningham. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Doncic looking it over. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Pistons lead by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Smart is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Jake LaRavia. And it's Kleber in at the 4-man position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Kate Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding, win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. Here's Ivey. After the basket by the Lakers. Over Reeves. The shot by Ivey, no good. Reeves against Ivey. Pass to LaRavia. Reeves in the corner. Kleber with it. Hasn't made one yet. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Ivey passes to Jenkins. Pass to LeVert. There's the three. It's rebounded by Hayes. And Los Angeles guys shooting it pretty sorry. 29% from the floor here. Reeves finds Smart. Back to Reeves. Kleba with a screen on Ivy. To the middle. And Kleba slams it in.
The all-around game of Reeves continuing to develop. You just love that pass.
The Pistons trailing. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Ayton, he's checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Marcus Smart. And a different look here for the Pistons. Harris is checked in for Holland. Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. Robinson's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Jenkins. Now, here's Cunningham. He had 27 points last game.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Los Angeles. Thompson with the bucket.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Reeves on the wing. Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hachimura, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Smart subbed in for Austin Reeves. Alton Connect, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 4. Pass to Hachimura. Now LeBron. And they double up LeBron. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
To Cunningham, and stolen by Ayton. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Detroit with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Showing the quick hands that time. Harris with the catch and shoot.
James outside. Hachimura setting the pick for James. Thompson with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. That one falls. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Outside, James. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Cunningham with some nice D.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And Detroit again with the bucket.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Doncic outside. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. James kicks to Ayton. Up top, connect. Covered by Cunningham. Doncic's shot is good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Doncic against Cunningham. Duran with the screen on Doncic. And here's Harris from the arc. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Lakers on top. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
At home, this team is pretty stout. Looking at this upcoming stretch, they're probably licking their chops.
Well, we're talking pork chops, or lamb chops, or what kind of chops are we talking?
Or chops could mean acumen, being great at what you do. Kind of like YouTube mutton chops. Shifting focus, how about this tight game the Detroit Pistons find themselves in?
I'll be blunt, their bench has been a no-show. When the starters come out, everything falls apart. The second unit just needs to step up.
Or just don't take the starters out. Has to be one or the other.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And with the trend going toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
On the floor for Detroit, Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with Duncan Robinson, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. Now here's James. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. And the Lakers lead by 2. Harris outside. Pass to Duren. Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. And they pick up 2. Harris has got 12 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
James looking it over. LeBron going to work inside.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
Thompson outside. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And it's off the back rim, no good. A tight game here in Los Angeles. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Back to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Cunningham, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Good work there as it goes. 7 points in the game.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Here's James. He's got 7. Pass to Hachimura. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Thompson passes to Cunningham. Thompson sets the pick for Cunningham. Back to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. James in the post, working on Thompson. Doncic finds Hachimura. Ayton at the elbow. Now LeBron, 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And looking at some numbers for Cunningham, what a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Getting around 24 points per, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Jenkins checked in. Now, here's Doncic, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Doncic passes to LeBron. Outside for Smart. From downtown. And again, no good by the Lakers. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Thompson with the bucket.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Doncic dishes to Ayton. Lakers working the ball around now. Doncic passes to Smart. Misses, and the dry spell continues. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Harris against Hachimura. Harris kicks to Jenkins. Thompson, a screen on Doncic. Jenkins can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third, so they take the lead. Doncic has got his third basket of the night right there.
Just a typical selfless play from Smart. He's all about team success.
Here's Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Detroit shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Maxi Kleber comes in for Rui Hachimura. Jake LaRavia is checked in for LeBron. And it's Austin Reeves in for Doncic. Reeves with it. Ivy defending. Pass to LaRavia. And here's Reeves outside. It's hauled in by Stewart. And, well, Detroit shooting here about 46% for the game. Cunningham looking around. Harris passes to Cunningham. They grab their own miss.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pistons lead by 2. 2K Sports, back in a moment here in Los Angeles. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. He's out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jake LaRavia. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Reeves in at the 2. That's the Laker 5. Cunningham passes to Howard. Inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Holland's got the lead up to 2 now for Detroit.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pickoff in midair. Down low, Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Here's Reeves following the bucket by the Pistons. To the paint. Here's Hayes. It's hauled in by Stewart.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
No one covering. And the Pistons lead by 7.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Reeves outside. Back to Smart. Reeves outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. LaRavia.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Los Angeles making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Tobias Harris is checked in for Detroit. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team, and he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart, let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Smart, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Not giving an inch. Smart with the answer 3.
Harris outside. Pass to Stewart. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smart deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Cunningham. The 3 doesn't go.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Harris trying to get free. Rebound by Smart. Lakers trail by 4. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Hayes with the screen for Smart. Takes the 3. Cleared away by Stewart. Pistons leading by 4. Outside Harris. Here's Cunningham. 11 feet away. And that one falls.
Not effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Maxi Kleber. LeBron, he's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And it's Austin Reeves in for Smart. Detroit also making some changes. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Ivy. Here's Reeves. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. Doncic, no good from 3. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Giving up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. It's James. A huge two-handed slam.
This is why they give Ayton the ball in these spots. They trust him and his ability to deliver.
Cunningham against Doncic. Outside Harris. Outside Cunningham. Cleared away by Ayton. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Doncic.
Shouldering
the load. They're taking care of business here in the clutch.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Cunningham.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game?
Not that time. It won't go.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Cunningham pulls it down, and he commits the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Shooting for Detroit.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Lakers call time here. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Cunningham against Doncic. The long shot, no good. Outside Robinson. And so it's Detroit with the W. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.